Hi you guys, coming to you this morning with a project share, and this time I have a package that I'm going to mail out to Peggy Strong here on YouTube, and she's hosting actually two different challenges. She is posting a tag challenge, and she has also posted a challenge for creating boho wands, or I guess that's what they're called. And so I have plenty of experience making the tags, but I've never made one of the wands before. And so I worked on that all yesterday. And I did this sort of assembly line thing where I just created all these middles, and I'll show you that in just a second. But now I have plenty of things that I could use if I wanted to do it again. But I thought I would show you what I'm going to send. And I know she won't watch this because I think I've seen on her videos that she doesn't, if she knows it's for her, she doesn't even bother watching, that she likes the surprise. So this is the card that I made her, and it's in orange and green in terms of the theme. And it's vintage, which is kind of what I like. And just features several flowers. This is one that I drew on a jelly print. This was also a jelly print where I sort of scratched into the paint in order to make these little rosettes. And this was off of an envelope that somebody sent me in Happy Mail. And I just added this cute little lady and an old vintage postcard. And it's rather large. It's probably 6 inches by, I don't know, 9 or 10 inches. It's a really big card. But anyway, so I'm going to send that to her. And then I've really been liking, sometimes you have something in your stash for a really long time and then you don't ever use it, but I just rediscovered this. It's kind of almost like a masking tape washi with a paper back to it. And I think it might be 7 Gypsies. And I got it a long time ago at Tuesday Morning, and I absolutely love it. And I have it in multiple colors, and so I packaged up a little for her to use of 4 different colors that were kind of within the color scheme I was aiming for. So if you have that in your stash, pull it out and check it out, because it's really sticky. It's got kind of the texture of masking tape, but it's really, really nice. I enjoy it. And I made 3 tags. All of them feature butterflies. So we have this one. We have this one. And finally, we have this one. And then I made her a stuffed envelope. And this is it. Has the measuring tape that I love, of course, and a blingy butterfly. And then, like I said, I made a bunch of these little circles because I was trying to figure out what I was going to do for the wands that I was going to send her. And so I went ahead and attached this to the front of the stuffed envelope. And on the back, I just have a jelly print and an envelope. I put a little fleur-de-lis. I think she's from New Orleans, and I think, or Louisiana, and or has some connection to it. I've heard her talk about it. And so this is my envelope where I'll put my note to her. And then I'm not going to take this stuff out of the envelope, but you can see that I created 3 separate wands. I have this black one with the black crepe paper, an S for strong. I have this white one, which has a metal flower on it and several buttons that are stacked. And then I have this kind of cheerful yellow one that has kind of a piece of wallpaper on it, and then a gold plastic button that was in my stash. And the backs of them are also decorated. So either way that you look at them, they would, there'd be something to look at. So that's the stuffed envelope. And then again, she's not really looking for some of these things, but I just kind of wanted to be able to send her something and have it be something that's in my style. And so I'm going to send her this little flip book that I made. And it's got this little spirited, let me see if I can come in closer on that. There we go. So that's the front of the flip book. This is a sewn flip book. And it doesn't actually have any goodies in it. The goodies are in the stuffed envelope. This is just something that she could journal in, she could add pictures, and mainly it's just for inspiration, kind of color inspiration, and just thought it was fun. It's got this little bicycle image. We have our first page here. It's got a paint chip that would be, you could put a picture over it or you could write on it. Let me move this back a little bit. So it flips down and it's got this kind of the spill paper, I guess, like when I'm creating. I get a lot of ink spray and things on my under papers. So this is under paper. That flips down. The next page looks like this. And again, it's got a space for either journaling. You could put white paper over it so you could journal. And it's got this tag that I've tucked in. And then when that flips down, there's some music paper. The next little piece that is in this little flip area is a little ATC card. It's got a poppy stamp. And then you could journal here if you wanted to. When you flip that over, you get this page, and again, there's kind of decorations, jelly prints, and watercolor paper that I sewed on, but there's also a little white space. And then up above that, you get a doily and some tea, another ATC I made. And then when you flip that down, there's the other half of the doily and this textured heart. And then this is from the Dilutions spray. I sprayed that over a stencil and thought that was really pretty. And so that's the top of the flip book. And then over on this side, we have this little heart piece of paper that flips up, and again, you could write on that. Up above, can you see that? Up above is this little quote that says, "Warm summer sun, shine kindly here." And then underneath that you can't see until you flip it up, is this bee postcard. And so it's got the honeycomb and the bee. And so you flip that back over. And then we have the back cover, which I thought was in keeping with the the boho theme that she was looking for. It's pretty brightly colored. It's another one of those little flower medallion things that I created. We have some book paper that was jelly printed, a paint card. You can't see it very well because it's pretty busy right here, but I have a punch that makes these cool little edges, and that ends up being my stem for that flower. And then there's some watercolor experiments down below. So yeah, I'm going to contact Peggy to get her mailing address, and I'm going to send this out. And hopefully she'll like it. Hopefully you'll go over to her channel if you haven't already discovered her. She's a super sweet lady, very vibrant. I enjoy watching her. I know Kathy's Cards said the other day that she often will turn on Peggy Strong's channel and just have it playing in the background while she is in her studio. And I'm kind of the same way. I like her energy, and she's always so enthusiastic, and so she has kind of a sense of wonder and awe about everything that she receives. And it's really nice to hear when you work hard on something and send it, you want the person to kind of take the time to notice the details. And she is very positive about what people send her, and so that's really nice. So I'm gonna send that off, and hopefully you guys are having a good day, and I'll try to check in tomorrow. Okay? Take care. Bye until then.